is Jennifer Crane. I am the Health and Wellness Manager at the Bangor Y, and I am doing today's workout from my living room. So for today's workout, we are doing a full body resistance band workout. So there are many different types of resistance band, but today we are working with the Loop resistance band. And these are pretty cheap, you can get them anywhere. I got mine off Amazon for like 10 bucks, and they're great for a full body workout. So we're gonna do a short full body workout today. As with any workout, don't forget to do a light warm up and cool down before and after your warm up, just to prepare your body and get it ready for the work ahead, and to cool it down after we go through the work. So you can do these workouts, these exercises for time if you'd like. You can do them for a specific number of sets and reps. If this is your first time doing a resistance band workout, start with lighter resistance, a lower amount of time, a lower amount of sets and reps, and then build from there. So we're gonna start with shoulders. What you're gonna do is you're gonna find the appropriate resistance. This one is a light to medium resistance. Since we're working with shoulders, we don't want too much resistance. So you're gonna find a set position, standing here. The band kind of loops around the hand, the thumb sticking out, and you're gonna put your hands up in front of you, elbows at 90 degrees. Notice how the arm is away from the body, and you're just gonna do a slight pull out with both arms and then ease them back to starting point. So pull out, ease them back in. So we're working mostly through the shoulders here, little bit of tricep work, but we're definitely gonna feel a lot of that burn through the shoulders. Now notice, this is not a large movement, but I'm still really feeling it through the outside of that shoulder, the deltoid, and through the tricep. We're just gonna do a couple more. And again, you can do 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, or you could do it for time, do it 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off, just to rest in between sets. Whatever works for you for this, all right? So that was shoulders specifically. Now we're gonna move to triceps. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do both sides, but you're gonna start by putting the resistance band through your hand here, just like we did before, and cross to the opposite shoulder. This hand is going to grab the bottom of the strap, and you're going to pull down and away from the body. Down, away, and then back towards the leg. For this one, make sure you try to keep the wrist as neutral as possible. And even a little bit of resistance on the return does a little good for the biceps. Making sure to squeeze that tricep right in the back of the arm as you fully extend. Couple more on this side. And now let's switch to the other side. So I'm gonna loop my hand through, cross, grab the bottom here, and then we're looking for some full extension through the elbow, keeping the elbow close to the side. You don't wanna draw the elbow back as you come down. It extends. And again, we wanna keep that integrity through the wrist, keeping it neutral and not letting it bend back. Perfect. Now, as we work down through the body, we hit shoulders, we hit triceps, and now we're gonna intentionally work through the biceps. For this one, you're gonna find a kneeling position, and you might find a seated position. So I'm gonna show you 2 ways if getting on your knees is not ideal for you. So you can sit here, put the strap right underneath the foot, reach down and grab it. The elbow goes on the inside of the knee here, and you're just gonna curl up and release. So remember, on the release, feel that resistance. My arm is shaking a little bit as I resist against that tension, and that's work through the bicep. That's where you're gonna see some growth, some change. Yeah, nice, easy movements. These are not fast. So your second option for this is a kneeling position. Come here like this. You know what? I'm going to work through the other arm for this one because I just did set on the one arm. Come like this here. Show you so you can see. Kneeling position. Again, the elbow goes right on the inside of that knee, just as before. And you're curling up and easing it down. Curling up. See the bicep working through that. Definitely can feel the work. Couple more on this side. All right. So now we're going to work through the upper back. So we're going to do the lat pull down. So what you're going to do, there's a couple different ways to do this one. You can do it single arm, or you can do both arms at the same time. So you're going to come overhead here, and what you're going to do is you're going to actually pull down towards the back here. So I'll show you from the side. My elbow is going straight to the ground, and I'm giving a little squeeze to that one shoulder blade on that side. Standing up nice and tall, not arching through the back, locking in that core, elbow drives straight down to the ground. Now your other option is to go both arms at the same time. I'll show you from the side again. How the elbows go straight down, squeezing the shoulder blades together behind, keeping the integrity of the back by engaging the core. Good. I'm already feeling that through the back. All right, so that's a lot of our upper body work. So we're going to let's do legs really quick. So our first leg is standing. So you're going to take your band and you're going to put it around your ankles, just like this. You're going to find a set position, which is typically feet underneath the hips. And we're going to get ready for a squat. So what you're going to do is you're going to squat down, keeping that resistance through the ankles. You're going to lift up and pull out with the leg. Squat, lift up, pull out. Squat, lift up, and pull out. So again, it's not a kick, it's just an extension of the leg. Using that resistance, right? And then you'll switch to the other side. It can be a tap if you don't feel comfortable going on one leg. And just tap out to the side. Just lift and pull. This is mostly working through the quad, through the upper part of the leg here. But we get some lateral work here, right? Through the outside of the leg. One more. All right, good work. So that started our leg work. For the rest of our leg work and our core work, we're going to go down on the mat. So what you're going to do is, again, for this one, you can go around the ankles. Make sure the band's nice and flat. It's just a little more comfortable. Again, finding that set position where there's a little resistance against the band. And you're going to lay down, feet flat on the floor, and you're going to lift and relax. Lift and relax. So these are bridges, and we're working through the glutes and the hamstrings here. So to progress this, or to increase the intensity, you can bring the band just above the knee here and do the same thing. Working again through that outer thigh. Just a couple more here. Last one. All right, let's start working through the core. And we have 2 exercises for the core. So I'm gonna flip over here. I'm actually gonna leave the band on before I flip over because it's just a little easier to get the band on. I think the hardest part about these resistance band workouts is adjusting the band and getting the band in the appropriate place. So for this one, we're going to find a plank position. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do little tap outs. So plank position, we want the hips kind of level here with the shoulders. We don't want to be here. Here's good. And you're just going to tap out and tap out. Tap out. Tap out. Now, there's an option for this one. If you wanted, you could, say you haven't quite worked up to the plank on your toes yet. You would do a plank on your knees, put the band instead around your wrists, like this, and tap out, tap out, tap out, and work from here first. You could also tap forward, plenty of options and things to try here. Now our last exercise for the core, for the body, is going to be an oblique crunch. So band goes around your feet. You are going to lift your feet off the ground, extend one foot so there's a little resistance, and kind of pull that elbow towards the opposite knee. Here. Try to keep those elbows nice and wide and try to keep that resistance in that band. That way it won't come falling down. Little oblique crunch, little bicycle here to finish. All right. So there's many things that you can do with the resistance bands. This is just a very small taste. It does work the whole upper body, the whole lower body, and the core. So just a little taste of a few things to try. So hopefully you can try them. If you have any questions, let me know. I definitely worked up a sweat. I'm red, I'm sweaty, it's warm in here. So I'm gonna go cool down and get a glass of water. Thanks for watching.